Hello everyone and welcome back to the Maker's Workbench. I'm your host Charles, and in this video I'm going to show you how to expand the file system on a Raspberry Pi, so stick around. Before we begin, it's important to note that Raspberry Pi OS automatically expands the file system on first boot and has for a while now. I'm making this video in the event you're using an older version of Raspbian or another Raspbian-based image that may need the file system expanded manually. If you are running an install of Raspberry Pi OS, chances are you do not need to do this as it's already done. There is a quick way to check this, and I'll show you how to check it in just a moment, but first we need to log into our Raspberry Pi via SSH. Card here for my video on how to do that. Note that if you have access to the Raspberry Pi desktop, you can run the following commands in the terminal application and do not need to log in via SSH. I'm using a program called MTPuTTY, which is an add-on for the terminal program called PuTTY. MTPuTTY allows for the use of multiple terminal tabs and provides a user interface for saving device connection configurations. I'm using MTPuTTY because I've used it for 20 plus years now, but you can use any terminal application you wish. Card here for my video on how to install and configure PuTTY and MTPuTTY. Before we get into this tutorial, I would like to take 30 seconds and thank the sponsor of this video, Starbond, makers of the finest CA glues on the planet. I use Starbond and would not put my name behind them if their CA glues were not everything they claim them to be. Use code TMWB15 at checkout on starbond.com to receive 15% off your entire order. That's code TMWB15 at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Note that the Maker's Workbench does receive a small commission on each sale where my code was used, and I want to thank you for supporting my sponsors and for supporting me in the process. Okay, now let's log into the Raspberry Pi. Once we're in, we need to check to see if the file system was expanded on first boot or not. And to do this, you just need to type the command df space -h. That's lowercase d, lowercase f, space, hyphen, lowercase h. This will show you the size of the various file systems that are present and what each of their sizes is. Here you can see that the root file system on my Pi is 114 gigabytes, which is very close to the 125 gigabytes of actual capacity on the 128 gigabyte SD card that I am using. You can also see 4 other file systems that are close to 2 gigabytes in size each. That accounts for a total of 122 gigabytes of the SD card, which tells me that Raspberry Pi OS expanded the file system during its first boot. So technically, I don't need to expand the file system, but this wouldn't be much of a tutorial if I didn't show you how to do it, now would it? To expand the file system, you'll need to type another command, sudo space raspi-config, then hit enter. A UI will open up that you can navigate with the arrow and enter keys on your keyboard. Arrow down to option 6, advanced options, and then press enter. Now select option A1, expand file system, and press enter again. The screen will flash and a prompt will appear notifying you that the file system will be expanded on the system's next boot. Press enter to acknowledge this and you're taken back to the Raspi-config main screen. Press the left arrow on your keyboard twice to select finish and you'll be prompted to reboot the Raspberry Pi now. Make sure yes is selected and press the enter key to reboot the Pi. Once the Pi reboots, connect via SSH again, and once connected, type df space -h again to check the size of the root file system. You can see that nothing changed for me because I'm running the latest copy of Raspberry Pi OS, and this was done the first time I booted the Raspberry Pi. As I said in the beginning, this tutorial is not needed if you're running the latest version of Raspberry Pi OS, and I can honestly not find any info about when the switch was made to expand the file system automatically, but it seems to have been implemented before Raspberry Pi OS was launched in early 2020. If anyone knows when this change was made, let me know in the comments below. So that's it for this video. I try to release new videos every week, so remember to check back often for new content. Before this video ends, I just want to ask that you give this video a thumbs up if you found this tutorial helpful in any way, and that you consider subscribing to the channel as well as ringing the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new content or start a live stream. Only 8% of you who watch this video are subscribed, and even less are receiving notifications when I post new content. I'm really pushing hard to grow this channel in 2021, and I'm doing this full time, at least for the time being. So knowing that you enjoy the content really helps motivate me to create new videos. And that's going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my content, and as always, hack the world and make awesome.